Hey, what's up, you guys? Shoot. Happy, Tuesday. Anyway, so one of our fellow teammates asked if I could do a video on narcissistic denial, right? But, here's the cops, so I guess it's about to be a legit message. Like always. It's like, no, that's a pop face. Anyway, but I asked in regards to what, and she said in regards to how they deny mistreating their spouse. That's such a broad topic that I cannot make a video just straight up on narcissists denying anything, because in theory, every single video that you will ever see about a narcissist, right, and their behaviors, answer that question for you. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is there's no one way that they deny specifically mistreating a spouse. They deny mistreating any and everybody, okay? So there is no narcissistic denial of just the mistreatment of a spouse. There is something called zero accountability, though. And anybody, including a spouse, would fall under that category, because anybody that the narcissist mistreats or whatever is going to experience them denying the fact that they mistreated them in the first place, right? So that's that. But let me go ahead and quickly tackle for you, and I hope that this helps in some way, answer that question in a different way for you. But we tend to think as people that have decent morals and values that other people have decent morals and values. And they simply just don't. Let me take this off the stand because it's easier to talk to you guys like this. They simply just don't. Okay? Everybody does not have decent morals. Everybody does not have decent values. They just don't. So when you get married to someone and you're someone that has the decent morals and the decent values, more than likely you actually value that marriage. You're actually faithful. You actually believe in what the constitution of marriage is, okay? And you assume that that person also values the constitution of marriage and all that stuff and being faithful, right? That's not how that works. So in theory, being someone's spouse, being the spouse to a narcissist means absolutely nothing. I know you're like, but I'm the wife, I'm the husband. Or I'm the wife, I'm the husband, right? Whatever, right? I'm the partner, or whatever the fuck your situation is, right? That don't mean shit. That title doesn't mean anything. It really, to them, probably just means that they think that you're just stuck in the house or in a situationship with them. But it never, even during the proposal and the acceptance thereof of that proposal, that means nothing. You hold no weight under the title of spouse. You don't. Is that sad? Yeah. Does that possibly hurt your feelings? Yeah. But I mean, it is the truth. They don't separate you from as a spouse from street meat. They don't separate you from the street meat, which we covered what street meat is earlier, right? They don't separate you from the whores on the street. They don't separate you from the booty popping bitches on the street. They don't separate you from ding dong diggly dough, get you some dick for free ass people on the street. They don't separate you from any of that shit. You are just, as a spouse, it just equals, and we should come up with something that spouse stands for. You know what I mean? I'll figure that out. I'll put it in the title if I figure that out. Okay? But you mean nothing as a spouse. In theory, I came up with something called the 10,000 penny theory. This is something I just made up, okay, while I was thinking of this. But I'm going to label it the 10,000 penny theory. What is a 10,000 penny theory that I just made up? It is if you, as a spouse, feel like, hey, I'm a whole ass $100 bill out here, and they're walking around picking up pennies off the street like they're more important than me, right? Why are they picking up pennies off the dirty pennies off the street when I'm a whole $100 bill? I look better in their pocket. I look better when they take it out of their wallet. I look better in establishments as a whole $100 bill than these little pennies on the street with dirt and crust on them that are corroded from people stepping all over it. Why are they playing with pennies when I'm a hundo? Because $100 really just equals 10,000 pennies. And the narcissist does not differentiate you as the $100 bill from the 10,000 pennies. If anything, you're more boring to them as that $100 bill because that's instant, immediate, like showcasing gratification, right? But they'd rather have the 10,000 pennies because you are quality, right? You're quality. But the 10,000 pennies is quantity. And since they are usually sex addicts, quite literally, they really are, and mentally challenged in some way. And I'm not talking about learning disabilities. I'm talking about they have bad mental states, a lot of psychopathy, and some more things. You know what I mean? Bipolar disorder, psychopathy, schizophrenia, a lot of weird shit, right? So those 10,000 pennies look good because that means they get to run through every one of them pennies, baby. Every one of them dirty, crusty, gross pennies that are stuck in the cracks of a sidewalk that's been trampled on by other dudes and chicks. Oh, they like that because that's right up their alley. Matter of fact, it'd be better if they found a couple of them 10,000 pennies in the actual alley. The dirtier, the better, right? Narcissists love grit and grime and grossness. I know I'm talking some real stuff. My nose only does. Anyway, so yeah. They like that shit. They love it. They love that they get to run through more people. They can't just stay there with you, the $100 bill. Right? Plus, it makes them realize that they're not a $100 bill. They're not even a fistful of quarters. So because you're already coming to the table as the hundo, you're already there, you're boring as shit. You're definitely valuable, and they would love to still keep that hundo in their pocket. But even with the hundo in their pocket, they want to pick up as many pennies as they can. They want those 10,000 pennies. The whores in the creases and crevices of the city walls when you're walking down a dark street. They want those. They want them pennies. They want the ones that know that you're together and will still fuck them, even though y'all are neighbors. They want those pennies. Okay? They want your coworker, your best friend, the ones that are fake as fuck, that are sucking their dick on the side and everybody knows but you. They want those pennies. That's why they treat you like shit as a spouse. You're already a hundo. It's more fun picking up pennies to the narcissist rather than being like, whoa, I already got a whole 100. I didn't have to go nowhere in no dark alleys and get these pennies. This is like a whole $100 bill. Let me hold it to the light. Oh yeah, authentic. Let me put it in my back pocket for later when I really want to look good and spend this $100. But for now, it's a lot more fun hunting for pennies. Okay? Now, my view on marriage at this point, and obviously, I don't need you guys to adopt this. I'm just giving you my opinion, okay? This is my opinion. My opinion on marriage is, I don't mind getting married again, but I mind putting it legally on paper. I do mind that. I mind that. I want to be old school. I want to go straight up. Just if you want to go to a church, have a legitimate priest or a preacher, and you promise God together at a ceremony that y'all are going to take care of each other and do all the whoop, the whoop, the witty wop, whatever. All right, that's great. And have you a little party at the end? Great. But as far as me going to court and changing my last name, fuck you. I'm not doing that. In my case, my last name is a whole ass brand of art out here. I'm not about to change that because you got a nice dick game or some shit. Or we like holding hands. Or we like looking each other's eyes and we both like pizza or some shit. No. I'm keeping that. That's just me personally. I'm not changing that. You know what I mean? I just got my name back. Fuck that. As far as going to court and signing anything, no. I want you to have the freedom of knowing that in the event that you die before me, you don't have to leave me shit, and I don't have to leave you shit. Okay? If you do, that's wonderful because you want it to. And if I do, that's wonderful because I want it to. Other than that, we should both come to the table with our own shit anyway. And it should be magnificent before we met each other. So either way, I'm not out of anything other than your lovely presence when you pass away. And vice versa. Okay? I don't need all that. I don't need that. And I'm learning that, and I have learned, that something about legally putting it on paper makes people feel trapped because, in a sense, you are trapped. You done told the government you trapped, okay? I don't do that whole trap shit. I ain't no mouse and you ain't no snap trap, okay? So, yeah, I'm not doing that. We're not trapped together. There is something wonderful about knowing, and that's what dating is so, why it's so great. Is when you're in that dating stage before marriage or even the engagement, usually they don't cheat. You know why? Because they know you can get up and bounce whenever the fuck. They're not trapped. You're not legally bound to shit. Now, when you get married on paper, you are legally bound to shit. Okay? You can take you can take my shit. I can take your shit. I don't have time for that. So, if I do get married again, it would definitely be under God, where like it would have to be cheating or beating or something involved for us to separate. But neither one of us owe each other no assets. We can get those together and take care of it together. But either one of us could bounce the fuck out. We are not legally bound. We will be there every day together because we both promised God something. Nobody's stuck. But I hope that, and that's just my opinion on marriage. I mean, whatever. So, you know, but as far as the narcissist having any denial, their whole life is denial. Okay? Their whole life is non-accountability. Remember, okay, sweetheart, lovely soul out there, they would rather have 10,000 pennies than a $100 bill. Love you. Hope this helps or explains something.